to Fantasy Football Today, presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. I'm Jamie Eisenberg. That's Heath Cummings. We're looking at the roster trends here on CBSSports.com leagues. A lot of moves that were made on Tuesday night. We know waivers run on Tuesday and Wednesday in a lot of leagues, but the ones that happened on Tuesday gives us some interesting data points to show you in terms of the most added players, most dropped players, and the most traded players as well. So let's start with the most added players, that moves that you made. And no surprise, Elijah Mitchell going from 6% to 63%. And Heath, I asked one of our guys to give me the fab numbers on Elijah Mitchell, and it was pretty interesting to see how many people spent almost their entire budget. There were a lot of $80+ bids instead of a $100 budget. Again, people going to the full 100. With their bids. There are even some bids that, you know, I guess you probably trade in some leagues where you could trade fab points that they went over 100, you know, to get Elijah Mitchell. So we were telling people, you know, anywhere from like 20 to 25%, probably capping it at like 40%, but nobody was listening. They think that this is the guy the rest of the way.
Well, and even in our leagues where it ran last night, I think all of our 12-team leagues, he went for at least 51%. I was in a 10-team league where he went for like 26%. And there were a couple of leagues where I'm really devastated at running back where I offered 50. I think it'll be really interesting, people hearing this for the Wednesday night waivers now. If they really want him, do we see some 60% bids in our leagues tonight now? But I do think that there are people that are going to go 100%.
Is it worth it?
It's probably not.
It's not. Hold on.
It's probably not going to be worth it, but I do still think, and we said this yesterday, I think Elijah Mitchell has the upside of being worth 100% of your fab. If he holds on to this job all year long and he gets 15 touches per week for the entire season, that was worth all your fab. You're probably not going to do better than that.
Sure. It's like, you know, you go back to the draft process. You know, you were going to say you're going to draft one of these guys. Where would you draft them? If you say you're drafting the 49ers running back, we were drafting Raheem Mostert for the most part in the 6th round. So, you know, a 6th round pick is worth almost all your fab, just knowing that you're getting a hopeful starter rest of way. So he was the most added player, but you saw some of the other names on this list.